Because it's hard for me to sit down with anyone without saying, oh, by the way, people can communicate to your brain, and you don't need a phone depending on who you are. Someone like me who was victimized so much does get communicated with, and we just sort of have to do what we're told to stay on the safe side. We're exposing people who allowed other people to look crazy who would say that. But anyway. He doesn't know people can hear. Okay. I heard you want me to look at that thing on the bird. Hamilton, don't care. It's been around for years, kind of tired of the Hamilton shtick. Hamilton Schmalton, whatever happened to that dancer who disappeared? He was in the news for a couple of days, but I haven't seen anything lately. But you could kind of see, like, here was someone who thought he made it big time. Like, it seemed like he made it big time, but they also showed, they made it seem like he lived with his mom, or they kind of made it seem like he wasn't living that large. So that's inspiration to pursue dancing and try to make it on Theater Row. Anyway, the giants in the sky would know exactly what's going on. So hopefully he's found. They would know if he's found or if it was a made-up-ish story. And then they handle it from there. So Sunday morning, November 3rd, daylight savings. Tomorrow they have Kamala's concert, so she will actually be here in Philadelphia at Egan's Oval at the Art Museum, 5 to 9 p.m. Yesterday, Michelle and Alicia Keys in Norristown, I think it was yesterday, for a special rally concert there. They work Pennsylvania big time. Also, it's within close proximity of the White House. So I don't know how far and wide they'll let someone who's technically in danger travel. I don't know how they work that. Or if it's a show. Someone suggested, well, it's kind of a show. I don't know. I have no clue what to say. You know, America runs on Duncan, Hand and Stone, and KW and Power. I actually picked up some non-dairy creamer so that I could make my own coffee-ish. And when I make coffee, I'm gonna go do this because I'm not gonna trip up this. I accidentally tripped on a step yesterday, so we had to fix it by stepping up that step there at Dunkin' Donuts. So I have Crocs on, and sometimes they don't fare as well if I'm too focused on something. Usually it's a bad puppeting program. So if people trip, someone stepped in who sucks in terms of handling people, or they intentionally want you to break your neck, slip and fall, create some business somewhere. Medical therapy, physical therapy, it's all a dark industry if it's done on purpose. Max Brenner, Chocolate by the Bald Man, Farmer's Daughter, and pizza. There's an owl in the middle of an owl face. Like 1500 Walnut looks like an owl at the nose bridge of like a larger owl. So, and then a lion right in the top there above the, in the middle. It would be like between the eyebrows if, so anyway, but above the eyebrows. decided to outdo that jackass there. Cheesecake Factory, which is basically this whole corner of the Cheesecake Factory of Verizon. T-Mobile, all in pink. Some sort of emergency cruise down here, all the way down with blinking lights. I have a balance on the Van Cookie because I asked a really good question, and they're like, you know what, that's a really good question for you because you asked. You know, we're going to give you a $5.25 credit so I can go in for a free cookie in the coming days. I don't know when to go. It's always busy. It's like a 7-Eleven over there. With a big eagle on top looking over at Rittenhouse, looking to the west. Rumble. Some people are concerned that civil unrest will unfold with the election results, or just in general, like either way. I don't know. Washington State already activated the National Guard just in case. That's all the way in the Pacific Northwest where Seattle is. It is chilly out here. My fingers are cold, but I don't know if anyone else has activated yet, or if they would wait till Monday. Seattle and Inslee County, Washington State, whatever. I guess, you know, Seattle for sure is used to protesters big time and civil unrest. If you recall, what was that movement part of? I think I was in Florida at the time, but all the Breonna Taylor and all that other stuff, you know, George Floyd, it became a thing where people took over Seattle and they decided just to let them have it, and it would wear off, because after a while, how long can you just sort of sit and party in the streets and have nothing to do? And then, like, after a few months, I guess people started to dissipate and they're like, well, I want to go home now, or I guess I should get a job, or if you can. I don't want to sound a certain way because I know how hard it is to find a job, especially if you're blackballed. That's an actual thing. You could wind up stuck in a weird situation and you're like, I have no idea where I'm going to get a job. Like, who will, I can't even fathom who would hire me, you know, that kind of thing. And it's too traumatizing to work in certain environments. And a lot of people who are already harmed, why should they have to work in an environment that's more traumatizing? You know what I mean? So I've worked in environments and it's like, all I need is my trauma re-agitated. So I guess it's all down there at 18th. So I don't know what's up today, but should we get a look-see or not really? There's police presence over at 18th and Walnut for Rittenhouse. We will check on it later, you know. So they could be baiting people to come down there anyway. Okay, have a beautiful Sunday.